Hello, my friends. I wanted to drop in on you for just a moment. Thanks for giving me just a couple minutes of your ear. We're finishing up a conference here in Panama City. We had a blowout time. People joining the global food revolution everywhere. And they're getting a hold of this thing. People that were going to sell their land have decided not to sell their land. People that have wondered what to do with their land, they have now got the vision. They know what they need to do. People are coming and from around the world and all through Latin America, and the Lord has been speaking to them. Water is gold. Water is gold. Get a hold of food. And what I heard years ago was food is power. Get a hold of food. Seize control of food at the root level. So we're all hearing the same thing. So like God is raising up global food providers all over the world, and those that haven't been activated, when they hear the message, they are jumping on board all the way. Now, 6 or 7 weeks ago, I was in the Bahamas with the Global Food Revolution, and it was hard getting there. I'm telling you, it took me many days just to get there, and then getting out of there, it took many days just because of flight delays, flight cancellations, all kinds of problems. But we made it there. And when I got there, we found many churches full of people that understand they have to start growing food. They know they were exposed. They know that they're in trouble, and 95% of all the food grown or brought into the Bahamas is imported. They're not growing hardly anything in the Bahamas. We have one guy there who has an aquaponic commercial farm, and he's growing lettuce. He's charging $10 a head for lettuce, which is going to the high-end restaurants and hotel chains. And he can't keep it in stock. He's not big enough. So, bottom line was, they joined the global food revolution, and 6 weeks later, this horrible hurricane drops in on them and stops. It stalls over Bahamas. 185-mile-an-hour winds, Cat 5, gusting up to 225 for 2 days. Nothing survives that. Now the stats are 50% of all people in Bahamas have lost everything. That's 1 out of 2. Homes, cars, furniture, jobs, businesses, gone. I can't even imagine. I'm looking at the photos and videos on TV, and I just can't even imagine. I'm in communication with the pastors that have joined the Global Food Revolution, and they're still stuck up in buildings with floodwaters down underneath. And I asked one, I said, how can we send money to you? And he said, there's no banks. There's no credit card places to swipe a card. There's no financial capacity right now. So we'll let you know as soon as we know how to get it here. Meanwhile, the deep ship ports are destroyed. The last I heard, the airports are still underwater. Freeport Airport is still underwater. We can't fly in. Once the water recedes, it's going to take them weeks to repair it and get it ready. Meanwhile, the people starve. If 50% of the homes were flooded, that means 50% of the food was flooded out, and they're not going to have food. Just like the last hurricane that hit, no one ate and no fresh water for 14 days. My friends, the story is this. We have a great big God, and only God can restore this nation. It looks like a nuclear bomb went off in these islands. If you look on the internet, look on the television, you'll see exactly what I'm saying. It's just gone. And so only God can rebuild, but we have a big God, and we are committed to our global food revolution, people. And so I am standing in faith. I don't know how to do this. I've never done it before, but I'm going to tell you what. Our intercessory prayer team, we're praying for the Bahamas and for these pastors, and we just got confirmation from the Lord while we were praying that we need to stand in the gap, and we need to call for millions of pounds of building supplies, medicine, food, fresh water, bottled water, generators, everything you can imagine to restore families. And amazingly, these churches, many of them, the buildings are gone, but the churches are still alive and well, and they are there doing relief and support right now. So the bottom line is this, we're calling for millions of pounds of food, and I'm wondering if you know anyone who knows anyone we need to contact. We need deep, right in the heart of these companies, Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart, Kmart, Target, all of them, Coca-Cola, bottled water. We need anything human beings need. It needs to get on boats and helicopters. And the good news is this, our Vice President, Dr. Madison, just secured the U.S. Coast Guard. They are willing to ship by ship and by helicopter any supplies we can get a hold of for the Bahamas. This is a miracle. They are willing, from the top, the head of the Coast Guard, they have committed to us. They said, you guys get a consortium effort together, bring the supplies, get them to us, and we will ship it to the Bahamas and drop it where you need it. Thank you, Jesus. Well, I'm asking you, partner up with us. If you have anyone, you know anyone, I've always heard we're 5 people away from anyone in the world. If you know someone who knows someone who knows someone, now's the time to execute our influence to help save the lives of these wonderful, godly people in Bahamas. Super servants. They serve and serve and serve the world through the vacation industry, and now they need to be served. Let's do it. Anything you can think of, please contact me. You can WhatsApp me, you can email me, you can call me. And I would be glad to talk with you, and let's arrange a time and a place to drop semi-truckloads, container loads of materials, donated goods. Maybe your church, your civic group, your business can raise some funds to help with shipping and with the cost of things we need to buy. Or maybe you can get together for your town. Put a clarion call out and have everyone come and fill a container with furniture, with medical supplies, aspirin, bottled water, whatever. Just fill a container and let's miraculously get it to the Bahamas. The ship and the helicopter is waiting. Blessings to you. Thanks for your time, and we will keep you updated. God bless.